are 5'4" and shorter, and you're size 12 or higher, then you technically, yes, you are petite and plus size. Hey lovelies, it's me, MoraRae, your resident petite plus size style guide here at MoraRae Studio. Every week I will be bringing you fashion and style advice that will help you to fully embrace and love your petite plus size body. So today in the studio, I want to talk about what does it even mean to be petite plus? Like, what is that? Is that even a thing? You know? I'm here to tell you that yes, it is a thing, and it's a lot more common than you might even realize. So let's get into it. I've always known that I was petite and plus size. I mean, it just made sense. I'm 5'2", and I've always been somewhere between a size 12 to a size 18. Really just depends on the time in my life. Right now, I'm a size 16, and I'm still 5'2", 5'2 and a half. You gotta have that half. I always knew, but I'm also a fashion designer, so I know about the different standards of sizing, if you will, that are out there. So I know that in order to be petite, you pretty much got to be 5'4" or under, and then of course in order to be considered plus size, and again, these labels don't even fucking matter, but you know, that's what's out there, so we're just gonna roll with it. So anyways, I digress. To be considered plus size by most brand standards, it's a size 12 and up. Some brands, some companies might even say a size 10 and up, but that's really approaching more of like the mid-size. So if you think about it, right, you know, if you are 5'4" and shorter, and you're a size 12 or higher, then you technically, yes, you are petite and plus size. It's as simple as that. I mean, if you came here to get that question answered, well, there you go. Please stick around though, because I have a couple other things I want to tell you about being petite plus size. Like, for one, did you know that there were studies done? I guess it's like the census, and there's a fashion design journal report. If you go to my website at the link, you can click on these actual studies so you can read it for yourself if you're a fashion nerd like me. Or if you don't care and you just want to listen to what I have to say, stay right here, folks. So basically, both of these studies went on to say that the average American woman is around 5 feet 4 inches tall, and she's around a size 16 to 18. What? Who knew? I did. I knew because, I mean, like I said, that's me. That's pretty much my mom, my sisters, most of my friends, acquaintances. We're all around, you know, petite plus. Different points in our lives, but at some point, we're all going to be petite plus. Unless you're just, you know, one of those Amazonian goddesses with long legs, and you're not 5'4" or under. I mean, God bless you. God bless you. But I'm here to talk to the rest of us. We're the average. We're, I guess, the norm. And that's cool. Like, we should be excited about that. Like, why aren't we celebrated more? If we are the average and we are the norm, you know what I mean? Are you picking up what I'm trying to say here? So that's the first thing I wanted to tell you, is that being petite plus size, yes, is 100% possible, and it's actually more common than you think, and you're probably petite plus size if you're watching this. I had to go kick out those dogs. So the next thing that we want to talk about is, where can you shop when you're petite plus size? Like, who is even catering to these sizes? And to be honest, like, not a lot of people are. Like I said before, I'm a fashion designer, so I make some of my own clothes. So like, I made this cute little blazer I'm wearing. I have a dress on, which you'll see if you keep watching. You'll see a little bit later. So like, I've started to design for myself, because there aren't a lot of options out there for petite plus size bodies. And it's just like, why? Like, if we are, according to the data and the science, we are the average American woman's size, but yeah, you can't just like go into any store and find what you need. Like petite, plus size, all of these categories, we're like so segregated, and the industry still only really caters to sizes that are taller and thinner, and it's mind blowing. But anyways, I am going to give you just like a couple of brands that you can go to. Some of them that, you know, offer petite sizes in a plus size range. A couple that have actually started to, you know, call out petite plus sizing. But it will, I mean, honestly, you still have to go and try them on. And these are just like brands that I've personally tried. Well, most of them that have fit me really well. So hopefully you like them too. So the first one is ASOS. I never know how to say it, but ASOS. And of course, like, they're a little bit more fast fashion-y, if you will, but they do have a lot of options. I'll leave links to everything that I'm calling out here in the video for you in the description if you do want to take a look. Or maybe this is a brand you already shop and you love, so, you know, if you have some good recommendations on styles that you've found from ASOS, please let me know in the comments, because like I said, I haven't shopped at all of these places. This is one in particular, one because I do try to limit my spending. I try to make my own things, thrift first, you know, that kind of stuff before I before I buy anything brand new, especially because most of the time it doesn't fit. So if you found something that fits you from ASOS, girl, let me know. Alright, so the second one is Lane Bryant. They are the ones who right now, like, I think the link that I'm going to put down there, it'll take you directly to their specific petite plus size, like, category. And, like, they're getting better, you know, they're getting a little bit more hip, but they are more for, like, the professional woman. So, you know, if you need some good workwear, you need some blazers, some button downs, you know, some like slack type of clothes, even with like their shoe options, like, they're a great place to go. I have purchased in the past blazers and slacks and button downs from Lane Bryant. It has been a while because I work from home and now I kind of pretty much work for myself, so I'll wear what I want, and sometimes that's a blazer, but not all the time. So I haven't purchased anything from them in a while, but they do have, you know, this petite plus size line, or just sizing available. So definitely check it out. And again, let me know in the comments below how you like them. Do you like Lane Bryant? Do you shop with them? How does it look on your body? Tell me. Let me know. The next one is Universal Standard. So I don't think I've ever worn anything from them. Like I said, I thrift a lot, so a lot of times I'll like try out brands from finding them at the thrift store, just like a blessing. But I have yet to find anything from Universal Standard at a thrift store or a consignment shop, so I don't know a lot about them, but I do know that they are somebody that's recommended by other like petite plus size or just plus size, you know, like influencers and bloggers that I follow. So I'm throwing it out there, and again, like, let's help each other out. If you love them, let me know why. Just let me know. Help me help you. Then the last two are probably ones that most of us know about, definitely have shopped at, and that is Torrid and Old Navy. So Torrid, I've purchased, you know, more undergarment type things, dresses from them, and for the most part it fits. Like, again, it's not specific to petite, so it's specific to plus size, but not necessarily to petite. Whereas like for their pants and stuff, they do have like shorter inseams, and so that's how you can kind of really utilize what they offer. But sometimes, you know, like the length of the sleeve is going to be too long, the length of the hem of a shirt or the hem of a skirt or a dress will probably still be too long. So it is something where you just have to go in and you got to try it out and see if it works for you. The last one is Old Navy, which is probably the most accessible to everybody watching because, you know, I feel like everybody's got an Old Navy or two in their town somewhere. Like, somehow Old Navy has really just, like, made it through. Like, all of this craziness that's been going on in the world, especially in the retail world. Sorry, I used to work for a corporate retail place, so sometimes that's gonna fall out of my mouth, but it's just interesting. And I think it is because they do... I think that their sizing overall, like, they don't have anything that's called out as petite plus size. Like, I've checked. But their sizing overall, I think, is more inclusive of, like, the average American woman. So, like, when I go there, like, again, with most pants, like, you can pick your inseam. So that right there already makes it a lot easier. And Old Navy, you know, they always have a lot of options when it comes to denim, but I feel like even their dresses and their skirts, like, it might still be like a little bit too long. And again, I'm 5'2.5", so I'm not, you know, short as like other petite women or women who might consider themselves, you know, more petite, but I'm certainly not tall. Not tall at all. But I still feel like I can go to Old Navy and get something and not have to worry about, like, hemming it or rolling the hem up like 15 times. So yeah, I feel like they're a good one. So last thing, again, just wanted to reiterate about these places that I'm recommending. I mean, these are light recommendations because, again, like, none of them are really truly like designing 100% solely for a petite plus size body. They're not. They just have options that, you know, may fit us well. And so, unfortunately, that's how it is for most of us when we're shopping. Again, I'm a fashion designer, so I'm trying to work on, like, making clothes for myself. And if I feel like I'm starting to do something that makes a lot of sense, then, you know, maybe one day, this could be our brand, y'all. This could be for us. The last section that I want to talk about is just, like, what should you even wear? Like, what's some style and fashion advice when you are petite plus size? Like, no matter where you're shopping or if you're just taking what's in your closet, which is definitely where you should start. You know, how can you make these clothes feel better for you, on your body, like, so that they make you feel like amazing in your skin? Like, that's what we want. We want you to feel so good in the skin that you're in. Like, it's not always about changing yourself, getting another diet, blah, blah. No, this is about who you are, and who you are is beautiful and it's perfect, and let's celebrate that. And so that's why I love fashion so much, is because it's like transformative. Even when you're, like, really having a rough day, like for me, today was kind of rough. Like, I woke up and I knew I needed to make this video, but I really didn't want to. I really didn't. I just wanted to watch Emily in Paris and lay in bed all day and wish I could go back to Paris, but I couldn't. So I put on my beret. I put on a little bit of makeup because I don't do a lot of makeup. I put on my little outfit and I was like, wow, transformed. I feel so much better. Let's do this. Let's make it happen. So I want to give you just a couple of quick tips and tricks to help you to elevate any outfit, any piece of clothing that's in your closet, and make it work for you. So let's do it. Alright, so the first tip that I want to give you when you are struggling and you're like, I don't know what to wear, my fupa's hanging out, I feel like garbage. No, let's first of all, let's stop body shaming ourselves. Let's remember that everybody is beautiful and there ain't nothing wrong with you, boo-boo. Nothing. Okay, so the best way to combat those kind of negative emotions and feelings that you're having about yourself is to just wear one color up and down. When you wear one color up and down, it's like some weird fashion voodoo magic that just, like, transforms who you are. I mean, even when you put it on, like, you just immediately, I don't know why, but you just feel powerful. And it really doesn't matter what the color is. I mean, some people are going to probably tell you, like, stick to all black, or, you know, never wear all white when you're plus size, blah. No, girl. If you like all white, if you like all black, if you like all red, all, you know, whatever it is, just try it out. You know, if you have, like, if you notice that you have a lot of one color in your closet already, again, like, start with what you have. Don't go out and buy a bunch of stuff because Sheree told you to, because she will never tell you to do that. So, start with what you have, and let's say, I feel like a lot of women probably have a lot of black and gray. I mean, I definitely have it. I have to make a conscious effort sometimes, especially when you're feeling like blah, to not buy more black and gray. So, let's start there. If you have a lot of black in your closet, girl, head to toe it. Head to toe it immediately. Chic, just like that. Even if it's all gray, head to toe it. Head to toe that color. And there's something about it that just creates this illusion for your body where it elongates you, and then, I don't know, it just looks so, it just, I don't know, it looks powerful. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. Like, even when I wear an all head to toe outfit, like, I just immediately feel like a bad bitch. You know what I mean? So, if you've never tried it before, that's easy. That's probably the easiest one. Easy tip, number one. No matter how you're feeling, if you got one color that you love and you have, you know, enough pieces in your closet to make this work, head to toe it. Now, if you have, like, different shades, it can still work. So, you know, you can do a full-on, like, 100% monochromatic, or you can do different tones and shades of that one color. So, if you have, like, black and charcoal and gray, and you want to build an outfit like that, do it. If you have different shades of pinks, or you have pink and red, and, you know, like these lighter lavenders, like, build it, put it together. Let me know how it works. If you do try this out, please tag me if you like to share your pictures on Instagram. Everything for me is at MoraRae Studio. Same thing as the title of this channel, so I want to see it. I mean, I'm trying to actually embrace this style tip myself more this year, and I did it for the first time on New Year's Eve, and I wore, like, all white. Girl, first of all, I spill everything because you can't see it, but because of these, I spill everything on them, and then I'm just a little clumsy sometimes, so I tend to stay away from white in general, but especially, like, all white. But I did it, and I was like, oh my god, I love it. I love me. And that's what we want, and that's what a monochrome look can do for you. So that's the first style tip that I want you to try out this year and see how it helps you, you know, transform your style and start to love your body a little bit more. All right, easy petite plus size style tip number 2. This one, super easy. You can do it with a basic t-shirt, or you can do it with a bomb-ass gown. You ready for it? You want to lower that neckline. So when we're petite, our proportions are shortened. So, you know, we don't got long necks, we don't got long arms and legs. Like, there's not a lot about us that's going to be long. So when you open up the neckline, you're opening up the area that is leading up to your face, which is just gives that, like, you know what I mean? So instead of choosing turtlenecks all the time, or even higher crew neck t-shirts, like, let's try something a little different. Let's scoop it. Let's go for a scoop neck. Let's go for a v-neck. Sweetheart, always going to be a good one. And like I said, this can start with just your t-shirt. So if you do need to go out and you need to get some more basic items, because you realize that, man, like, I don't have just, like, nice basics for me to lean on to build better outfits, this is where you start. When you're going to go get a tank top, a t-shirt, think about the neckline. So try out some v-necks if you don't do a lot of v-necks. And I understand, like, if you do have a larger bust, which I do, and maybe you are, you know, going into office setting and you don't want to have the girls out on display all the time, then try, like, a scoop neck. And then another way that this can work is you can actually layer a lower neck top over maybe a higher neck, like if you want to have more of a modest look per se, but you still want to get like the visual effect that an open neckline can do for you. You can actually layer, like maybe you have a turtleneck on and then you have a v-neck t-shirt or dress layered on top of that. Like, it's not going to be 100% the same, but it still gives that visual illusion. And so like a v-neck, just like what we were talking about with the first style tip, will elongate you, because that open V, it like creates like this line that like wants to bring the eye, like one, it wants to open up and look up to your beautiful face, and then it wants to go down and kind of look you up head to toe. Does that make sense? Instead of like, if you wear something that's a little bit more stuffy, then people's kind of attention might just be focused on that one area of your body, and that can do the opposite effect. And so none of these style tips are about you trying to change yourself and appear taller, you know what I mean, or appear skinnier. I mean, if you want to do that, like, certainly go for it. But for me, fashion is about embracing what I got and not trying to change it. And so what I have is a nice chest, and I feel like I have a decent face. It's some nice hair. So I want to show that off. I want to elevate that part of me. These are the parts and the features of me that I love. So I want to show them off, and that's what a lower neckline can help to do. So if you like this tip, make sure you try it out. Again, you know, in the comments below, let me know if you try out any of these style tips, or if you learned something new from this video, or just say, hey boo, what's up? Okay, so this is going to be the third and final style tip that I give you in this video. So if you're petite plus size, or you know, haven't considered yourself petite plus size to this point, but you're plus size, you probably have been told, or probably told yourself, that you need to stay away from crop tops. And I'm here to tell you right now that the devil is a lie. A crop top, when you are petite, which means you have shortened proportions, is one of your best friends. There's so many reasons why, but the main reason is because of where a crop top will fall on your body. It will hit you at what is probably going to be your natural waistline, which is most likely the smallest part of your body. So we're talking about like of your torso frame, right? That's probably the smallest part of you. So anytime that you can draw attention to that, you're going to kind of give the illusion of a little bit more of an hourglass. Now again, this isn't about, you know, praising one type of silhouette or one type of body. No. Again, this is all about just accentuating your best features, instead of, you know, wallowing on the parts of you that you maybe are still working on, or that you're still working on fully embracing. And so a crop top can actually help you to do that. And if you are, girl, you fully embrace every inch of your skin, wear the crop top, show off a little bit of belly, like, do what makes you feel good in your skin. So like for me, I employ the crop tip when it comes to like jackets. One, because it's an outer layer, and so if I'm wearing, you know, maybe a dress or something that has a little bit more fullness to it and doesn't accentuate my waist as much, adding a crop jacket or a blazer can help me to still get that definition. Or I live in Texas, so it is hot. Sometimes I just put on a crop top, put on some shorts, go about my business, because it's hot and I still look cute, because it defines my waistline. And again, this is all about defining, accentuating, and embracing your favorite parts of your body. And so this tip can help you to do that. So I think I will probably do a separate video all about crop tops for petite plus size, because I think a lot of us are probably, you know, just a little afraid of them. And rightfully so, because there hasn't been a lot of help out there on how to just wear a crop top when you are bigger, especially if you have a belly or a fupa. So let me know if you're interested in a video like that in the comments, and I'll definitely work on it. So yeah, that's everything that I just wanted to tell you about today, about petite plus size. Like, what is it? So now you know. yes, you can be petite plus size. It's 100% a thing. It's actually the average size of American woman, so you can feel more like you're not alone with your body type and your body size, despite what you see paraded around in movies and television, on social media, wherever it is that you're indulging in all of this fashion media and you don't feel like you're seeing yourself. It's a lie, because more people look like you than don't look like you. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something new, and I hope to learn something new from you. So again, please just, comment below. Let me know if you knew what it was to be petite plus size. Let me know if you tried any of the brands that I recommended in this video, lightly recommended in this video. And of course, if you try out any of the style tips that I showed you today, let me know how they work for you. And then if you have any suggestions of your own, please share those with me, with hopefully the community that we can build here together on YouTube. And then lastly, if you go to the description, I'll put a link to my website where I have a full article that goes even more in depth than this video did about what it means to be petite plus size, and then also will give you additional style tips and tricks that you can try out today to just help you to fully embrace who you are, to love yourself and your petite plus size body. I just want you to know that you're not alone, that you are beautiful just as you are. It took me a long time to get to the point where I could say that confidently about myself, and I still struggle with it, but fashion, like I said, transformative. It can help you to remember who you are and remember that you matter. So thank you so much for being here. Again, I'm Sheree. This is MoraRae Studio. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe, and I'll be back next week with more style and fashion advice to help you love every inch of you.